is Chris Tooley. I'm the principal of Netherhall School and Oaks College, Cambridge. Can I offer you, first of all, a really big welcome to our open evening this evening. I notice you've picked the first of the two talks to come along to, so that either means that you are really excited to hear what we've got to say, or you want to be home in time for the kick-off of England versus Hungary. So whichever of those two it is, you are very welcome. Now, it's about 4 years ago that just in a room just a little bit away from here, I was sitting down with Mr. Marsaoui, and we were doing some planning. And we were planning a new sixth form provision to meet the needs of the students in Cambridge and broader in Cambridgeshire. And we were trying to set our sights really high about what we wanted to achieve. We wanted to create a provision that was based upon focusing on the individual need. Rather than looking broadly, we wanted about the individual student finding something that was really right for them, where the success was going to be personalised, very much built around that individual person. And 1 year later, Oaks College, did you like that? Oaks College was actually created. And since that time, we have seen the emergence of just the most inspiring community of young people, where we get real inspiration from seeing what they do each day in the college. It's really vibrant, it's incredibly friendly, the outcomes are fantastic, and one of the things that we really get to see is young people arriving at the age of 16, but when they actually leave at the age of 18, they've gone from somebody who's just left school to somebody who's ready to take on university. They've gained those skills, they've gained that confidence, they've gained that experience that they get from being in a sixth form community, and they're ready to go off and really hit the ground running at university. So a fantastic environment to be in, and we're not finished yet. We've definitely got really high aspirations for the developments we want from now on. It really is a very special place to be, to come and do your sixth form studies. And to tell you about why, I'll hand over to Mr. Marsaoui.
Thank you, Mr. Tooley. So my name is Karim and I'm in the fortunate position to be the head of Oaks College. And I remember sitting in a similar situation to yourselves and the young people that are in here about 15, 16 years ago. And there's so much choice here in Cambridge as options as to where you would like to study, what subjects, which environment you like to be in. And my only advice to you is to go to somewhere that you're going to be comfortable, that you're going to be happy and you're going to be successful in. And we know that here at the Oaks, our students tell us that year on year, since we started, all of our students would recommend the provision here at Oaks to their peers and to other students in the future. The Oaks brand is one that is growing, and I thought about brands that might be similar. And I first looked at Waitrose, and I thought everyone deserves good quality food, but everybody also deserves a high quality education, regardless of the start point. And we have a comprehensive nature of our cohort here, some that arrive with a range of 4s and 5s in some of their subjects, all the way up to students that have a complete set of 9s at their GCSEs. And our smaller class sizes and our individual provision allows us to stretch and challenge every single student that's in our care to be the best version of themselves, as well as supporting them if they need it. The second is I'm a sporting man, and as Mr. Tooley alluded to, getting home to the football. Impossible is nothing. And I looked at sporting brands, and this is an ethos that we put in, that we try to instill into our young people that come from their range of different backgrounds, aspirations, that actually you can achieve anything. And here at the Oaks, our job is to support you on that pathway to achieving every success that you can ever dream of. Thinking differently, choosing the Oaks is possibly going against the grain. You're making an active decision to come to a smaller college, one that's focused on the individual with high academic rigour, that wants the very best for you and to be part of a community where you'll be known, not a centre that is larger and has been further established. So we know that actually coming here is a conscious decision, and it's one I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed in if you choose to select the Oaks in the future. And finally, this is a little anecdote of my family. My mum always used to say to me, I shop at John Lewis because you get an extra year's guarantee. that was the sort of lady that she was. And I guarantee to you, if your child or the young people here come to the Oaks, you'll have a 2-year guarantee that if you buy into the processes and the ethos and the culture of the college, you won't be disappointed and you'll come out with successful outcomes for you as an individual. So what do we want from you this evening? First and foremost, we're going to hear from the student president, Ella, shortly. We've got so many students here that have volunteered tonight to help out as Oaks ambassadors to actually share what it means to be a student here. So I encourage you, where possible, to speak to the students, speak to the passionate staff about the subjects, why they chose to come here and what it is that makes it the special space that it is. So that insight for this evening is what I want you to take away from tonight's open evening. And what does it mean to be an Oaks student? You'll have great outcomes, whether that is collecting your results in 2-3 years' time, going to university, or whether that is getting that great apprenticeship, going straight into the world of work. Whatever your personalised programme is and pathway you wish to explore, we will help you on it. And most importantly, how do we add value to young people's lives and enrich them? Not just academically, but holistically. And that is our big ambition, to raise achievement for all, whatever that looks like, and removing all barriers that young people may face. So, the key to the success is working partnerships. And I know for the young people in here, you want to get away from school and the structure and the routines. But the key to success at college is providing structures, routines, and carrying on engaging with your teachers and your parents and making sure that everybody understands the pathway, the destination, the goals that you wish to achieve. So how do we track them? We have a bespoke data system that will allow you as parents and students to always have access to the data that the young people in your care are achieving, okay? And that will change after regular assessment points, and there'll be aspirational target grades that are set on that system. And you'll also be able to contact them all, email them, should you have any concerns or discussion points that you would like to raise. Secondly, we track progress over time. So we can see the red line is the average grade that somebody of a profile of that student came into the college with should achieve. And we see that with our smaller class sizes, our excellent relationships with our students, that our students achieve above that expectation year on year, and we add value to their outcomes. And ultimately, attendance. Students are only required to attend college for the lessons that they are timetabled for. And that is both a positive to encourage independence and free time for the young people, but also a challenge, because it's the first time that they have that freedom in their lives. So it's important that we can track that attendance to make sure they are attending for both safeguarding purposes, but also to ensure they're getting the support and academic rigour that they require. So every student, you'll see there's gaps on the timetable. Students will say they're free periods. I'll say they're definitely not, okay? These are times where we build in structured study times, because that transition from year 11 to college is big. It's a big jump, and management of that free time is key. So we put in study periods to that timetable. We also build in opportunities for enrichment, because we recognise that it's key not just to grow the academic side of students, but the holistic approach, whatever that be, whether it's learning sign language, competing for the sports teams, taking up debate club, and you'll hear more from the students of what's been on offer for them over the last year or two. And finally, we encourage you to use the facilities to catch up on any work, to get ahead on that independent study that is so crucial in trying to ensure success for the young people that come here. And finally, the students that you speak to love attending college here, and it's because of the community feel that's created because of its smaller nature. Everybody gets on with each other, everybody accepts everybody as an individual, and I have in a very privileged position to lead the young people that come to this college here. So it started now. How do we ensure that success? We support the young people that are applying to Oaks before they even arrive with guidance meetings where we give genuine guidance as to, are you on the right courses to the chosen destinations that you wish to be part of? Taster sessions that hopefully we've been able to run this year for the first time for the last 2 years due to the COVID pandemic. We have an induction day where we can answer any questions, And then we've got the enrolment, which is the final point at which anybody can ask questions, change subjects in the standard fashion. And of course, if you need additional support, you would like tours to speak to students, please contact us at the Oaks office, and we'd be more than happy to arrange for those to take place for you all. Again, for young people that are into social media, follow the various social media channels to gain an insight from a student's perspective as to what goes on the college. And also there's an arrangement or a range of transition work to make sure that the foundations that you have academically set you off to a good start when you are to start with us next year. So year 12, how do we make sure you have a good start? We make sure that you meet the tutor that is involved in the academic and pastoral welfare of the young people with us. We form those positive relationships. We make sure that the structure is in place and the stretch and challenge is there for all students, and especially with that support with the transition for home learning and independent study, as well as regular assessment points which will update our data system to ensure that everybody is aware of the academic progress and profile of the young people that come here. Year 13 is a slightly different year where actually it's always that planning for progression, whether that's university, whether that's an apprenticeship or straight into the world of work. We are here to help you succeed and achieve that goal. There's increased academic rigour and increased assessments in that final year to prepare you for those final exams that hopefully will arrive this year and in the subsequent years in the future. And that fine-tuning of exam technique and exam skills that we know are key to making the difference in the final exams. We will support you whether you're applying to Oxbridge or Russell Group universities or whether that is looking to go straight into the world of work and employment with skills and training. And finally, we've got an enrichment offer that we're proud of that is growing, and it's led by the students and the demand that they wish to see. And we've got over 35 Oaks enrichment clubs that take place each week at different times of the day, during the day and after college. And we're aware that some students have to travel further afield to access the Oaks provision. So actually we've built in some of this enrichment into our elective programme so that for one full term during each year, all students opt into a timetabled lesson within the day to do something that will enrich their holistic development, whether that's an EPQ, which is an extended project qualification, or whether it's silversmithing or BBC Young Reporter, Duke of Edinburgh. There are many that are on offer, and again, I ask you to speak to our students when you meet them tonight. Alongside that, many young people will be asking about what are the trips. I'm excited for the future with trips having not taken place for the last year or so, to be able to build that provision again, so hopefully have a full offer of trips and enrichment for next September when you will hopefully start with us. Finally from me, I have the pleasure, as I said, of working with the young people that are here. And many people talk about teachers inspiring the younger generation. And I say year on year, it's the students here at the Oaks community that inspire me and inspire the staff to do the very best job that we can. Ella is no different, and she's going to share with you her experience now. So thank you, Ella.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to the open evening. My name is Ella. I'm the student president at the Oaks. We all face choices in our lives. Some are more important than others. Choosing the right sixth form for you is one of those choices, and coming along to open evenings is a great way to get a feel for what the sixth form is like. At the Oaks, we pride ourselves on community, which I'm sure you'll see tonight as you visit the different departments and see the positive relationship between teachers, students, and peers. When I came here, I instantly felt welcomed by teachers and students, which instantly made me feel at ease, seeing I was the only one from my secondary school. I also came here for the academic achievement. One of the great things about the Oaks is the fact that teachers are focused on improving our grades for us to be the best selves possible. This is done by marking homework within a good amount of time, giving feedback what we've done well and what we need to improve on. Not only that, but we have an online data system which allows us to view our grades whenever we want in order to see our improvements. One of the things that drew me to the Oaks was when I came to the open evening and I went to the different subject departments. Hearing the teachers speak with such passion for the subjects they teach made me even more interested in them. This passion came across in the lessons as they are enjoyable, engaging, and makes me eager to learn. Some of you sitting here may be interested in the art subjects, such as art, photography, and drama, whilst other of you may be interested in more academic subjects like maths, English, and science. What's great about the Oaks is that it caters to all students and doesn't just focus on one area of subjects. When you look around the college, you'll see the great facilities we have in all departments, so students get the best learning possible. What's different about secondary school to sixth form is the independence. At sixth form, you're encouraged to work hard outside of school. This independence may seem daunting, but it's a great way to develop your individual skills, such as time management and organisation. The Oaks College encourages independent learning, but they offer support whenever needed to help us with our studies. We also have great pastoral support, which makes students comfortable, as we know that if our mental well-being isn't at its best, or we just want to talk to someone, the Oaks is here to listen and offer support. We also receive support from one another. Because we are a smaller sixth form, our community is a lot tighter, as everyone knows one another, which allows for great friendships to form and have the support. We are the future, and the Oaks realises our potential and help us grow as a person. If you would have asked me in year 11 if I would see myself standing up here as student president, speaking to all of you, I would have said no. But since being at the Oaks, I have not only improved my attitude towards learning, but also developed as a person for the better. We don't just focus on grades, we focus on the individual. Each one of us has access to individual support regarding our UCAS applications to make sure our applications truly show us for who we are and appeal to whoever we are sending them to. We have great opportunities here, be it the increasing number of enrichment activities, the trips which help expand our knowledge, the amazing facilities, and many more. At the Oaks, the students have a voice, and we have an incredible student council team, and part of our job is to make the students happy. And as student president, I get to meet weekly with Ms. Marsaoui to work collaboratively to help improve the college for us students. I believe that there is something at the Oaks for everyone, which creates an amazing and positive experience at sixth form. I encourage you to explore the open evening by visiting different subject departments and talking to the teachers. Don't hesitate to talk to students like myself and ask questions. We are also offering tours which are over in the common room. I hope you enjoy the rest of the open evening, and I wish you all the best for choosing a sixth form. Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure, Ella, to work alongside you and you helping shape the future for the next cohorts. And I'm sure there's the next student president within here somewhere in the audience this evening. So I've used the analogy here, and Ella briefly spoke about actually completing the pieces to the puzzle before she leaves. So actually we think of young students that come with us with solid foundations, but a few gaps in their tower. If you think of a Jenga tower, it's sometimes unstable. But actually when you leave, all of those different skills, that resilience, that hard working, that academic grades are all filling in those different blocks that you might not have known that you've needed to be ready for the world of work, ready for university, ready for that apprenticeship, whatever it is. Our job is to make sure that you are ready for the next step in your progression. And I always share this quote with the young people here on their first day. And it is that the young do not know not enough to be prudent, and therefore they attempt the impossible and achieve it generation after generation. I encourage our Oak students to, again, dream big, follow your dreams, work hard, and those impossible things can definitely be achieved. So finally from me, I encourage you to explore and meet our passionate teachers. If you still want to gain a further insight of the academic side, go online. There are virtual classrooms where you can see sample work, questions and answer sessions with students. Tour the facilities and meet our excellent students. And again, have those one-to-one conversations with the excellent young people that we have here. That's everything from me. I wish you a fantastic evening and to enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for listening. Take care.